Hello there, my fellow budget decorators and creative garden souls. If you're anything like me, someone who sees incredible potential in every cast-off kitchen item, gets absolutely thrilled by a $20 treasure that transforms into something magazine-worthy, and believes that the most stunning garden spaces are built with imagination rather than endless shopping sprees, then you've discovered your creative family. Whether your hands have been transforming secondhand finds for years, or you're just beginning to see the magic hiding in thrift store aisles and neighborhood recycling bins, welcome to Daily Garden Fix, where we prove that breathtaking outdoor spaces come from creativity, not deep pockets. What if I told you that last Tuesday I spent exactly $37 at 3 different thrift stores and came home with everything needed to transform my plain backyard into a garden retreat that looks like it stepped out of a high-end landscaping magazine? That scratched copper colander marked $150. It became the stunning centerpiece planter that would cost $45 at boutique garden centers. The mismatched vintage plates gathering dust on the back shelf? They're now the most enchanting mosaic stepping stones that make visitors stop and ask where I found such beautiful garden art. Those faded curtain panels in the linen section? They became elegant outdoor privacy screens that create intimate garden rooms people absolutely love. You don't need expensive garden centers or designer outdoor furniture to create something that takes your breath away every time you step outside. Just a willingness to see beauty in the forgotten, some basic crafting supplies, and the excitement that comes from knowing you're about to turn someone else's discards into your garden's crown jewels. Stick with me because today we're diving into brilliant ways to transform thrift store treasures and everyday trash into garden decor that will amaze everyone who sees it. And hey, if you love discovering clever ways to create stunning spaces while saving serious money, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. You won't want to miss the next dose of budget-friendly transformation inspiration. Trust me, project number 11 is going to completely change how you think about broken dishes. It's absolutely magical and costs under $5 to create. And by the end of this video, you'll be seeing garden gold everywhere you look. Now let's get creative and start turning everyday discards into outdoor dreams. Vintage colander fountain features. Let's start with something that transforms any garden space into a tranquil retreat. Vintage colanders that become stunning water features for less than the cost of dinner out. Here's the magic. Those old metal colanders at thrift stores, usually $1 to $3, already have perfect drainage holes that create beautiful water patterns. Add a small submersible pump from the hardware store, $15 to $20. Tuck it inside the colander and thread the cord through one of the holes. Set your colander on a decorative base, an upturned terracotta pot, a stack of bricks, or even another larger thrift store bowl. Fill a hidden reservoir underneath with water, and watch as the pump creates gentle streams that cascade through all those holes like liquid silver. The aged patina on vintage colanders creates character that new garden features simply can't replicate. Enamelware colanders with chips and weathering tell beautiful stories while creating soothing water sounds that make any garden feel like a peaceful sanctuary. Position near seating areas where you can enjoy the relaxing sounds, or use multiple colanders at different heights for a more dramatic water feature. The total investment, under $25 for something that would cost $200–300 at garden centers. Broken china mosaic masterpieces. Don't walk past that box of chipped plates and broken teacups. What looks like damaged goods is actually the foundation for stunning mosaic art that adds personality and charm money simply cannot buy. The secret is seeing the potential in imperfection. Collect mismatched china pieces, vintage tiles, or even broken mirrors from thrift stores. Those cracks and chips that made them worthless become part of the artistic character that makes handmade mosaics so special. Transform plain concrete stepping stones, terracotta pots, or even old tabletops into stunning mosaic masterpieces. Break larger pieces into workable sizes. Wear safety glasses. Arrange in pleasing patterns, then secure with tile adhesive and grout. The beauty develops as you work, combining colors and patterns that speak to you, creating something completely unique that reflects your personal style. No two mosaic pieces are ever identical, ensuring your garden has features that truly belong only to you. Start with small projects like plant saucers or garden markers to perfect your technique, then graduate to larger stepping stones or decorative panels. Each piece tells the story of treasures rescued and given beautiful new life. Vintage suitcase secret gardens. Those weathered suitcases stacked in thrift store corners are about to become the most charming planters that spark conversation and wonder in every garden visitor. Here's the transformation magic. Drill drainage holes in the bottom half, line with landscape fabric and fill with quality potting soil. The depth of most vintage suitcases provides excellent growing space for herbs, flowers, or even small vegetables. Open them like books and prop at angles on benches, old chairs, or garden tables for instant visual interest. Each scuff mark, faded sticker, and worn corner adds character that tells stories of adventures past, while beginning new growing adventures. The vintage travel aesthetic brings personality that mass-produced planters can never match. Plant with trailing herbs that cascade over the edges, or create formal arrangements that contrast beautifully with the weathered cases. For those who love storytelling gardens, add small signs with travel destinations that match the plants inside, herbs from Tuscany or flowers from grandmother's garden. It creates enchanting narratives that make garden touring feel like storytelling time. Old window frame garden art. Transform discarded window frames into stunning garden art pieces that add vertical interest and architectural character for practically nothing. The beauty is in their instant vintage charm. Old windows already have perfect proportions and weathered character that new materials take decades to develop. Sand lightly if needed, but embrace the chippy paint and aged patina that tells their history. Mount them on fences, lean against garden walls, or create freestanding displays using garden stakes. Add trailing plants in containers positioned behind the glass openings, or hang small planters that appear to be growing through the windows. For extra charm, replace missing glass panes with chicken wire or decorative screens, then train climbing plants to grow through the openings. Morning glories, sweet peas, or small flowered clematis create living stained glass effects. The architectural elements add structure to informal gardens while bringing cottage garden charm to modern spaces. Each window tells the story of the home it once protected, while beginning a new chapter in your garden. Chandelier garden lighting magic. Those crystal chandeliers gathering dust in thrift store lighting sections are about to become the most enchanting outdoor lighting that transforms evening garden time into pure magic. Here's the secret transformation. Wire outdoor rated LED string lights through the existing arms and crystal drops, creating twinkling displays that dance with every breeze. Battery-operated lights eliminate the need for electrical connections while providing weeks of beautiful illumination. Hang them from sturdy tree branches, pergola beams, or specially installed garden hooks rated for the weight. The crystals catch and reflect light in thousands of directions, creating sparkles that make any garden feel like a fairy tale setting. For ultimate charm, remove the electrical components and use the chandelier frame as a planter support. Hang small containers from the arms and grow trailing plants that cascade through the crystals. It's living sculpture that changes with the seasons. Position where you'll see them from indoor windows, so you can enjoy the magic even when you're not outside. The interplay of light, crystal, and plant shadows creates evening entertainment that never gets old. Vintage pitcher water garden features. Large ceramic pitchers and jugs become perfect water garden containers that bring the soothing sounds and beauty of aquatic plants to any garden space. The transformation is beautifully simple. Fill with water. Add aquatic plants like water lilies, lotus, or floating herbs like watercress. The contained water garden requires no special equipment while providing all the benefits of larger water features. Cluster different-sized pitchers and jugs for visual impact, mixing heights and styles for an collected over time aesthetic. Antique stoneware, colorful ceramic pieces, and even enamelware create beautiful groupings that work with any garden style. Add small solar fountains for gentle water movement, or simply enjoy the still water that reflects sky and surrounding plants. Mosquito dunks or small fish keep water fresh while adding another layer of interest for garden visitors. Position near seating areas where you can enjoy the peaceful water sounds and watch plants grow. The self-contained nature means you can rearrange or bring them indoors during freezing weather. Curtain panel privacy screens. Transform faded curtain panels and tablecloths into elegant outdoor privacy screens that create intimate garden rooms while filtering light beautifully. The magic is in reimagining indoor textiles for outdoor use. Treat fabric panels with waterproofing spray, then attach to frames made from garden stakes, PVC pipe, or even tree branches. The flowing fabric adds softness that hard privacy screens cannot provide. Layer different patterns and colors for bohemian charm, or stick to natural tones for sophisticated elegance. Sheer fabrics filter light while maintaining privacy, while heavier materials provide complete screening for intimate seating areas. Attach with grommets and zip ties for easy seasonal changes, or use large curtain rings that slide along garden wires for adjustable privacy. The flexibility allows you to modify your garden layout as plants grow and needs change. Wind adds beautiful movement that makes static gardens feel alive and dynamic. There's something magical about fabric panels dancing in evening breezes while creating cozy outdoor rooms perfect for relaxation. Vintage ladder garden display systems. Those weathered wooden ladders become stunning vertical display systems that add height and visual interest while showcasing plants and garden treasures. Here's the transformation approach. Sand smooth if needed, then apply weatherproof stain or embrace the natural weathering for authentic character. Lean securely against walls, fences, or trees, ensuring stability before loading with decorative elements. Each rung becomes a shelf for potted plants, garden tools, or seasonal decorations. Use the spaces between rungs for hanging lightweight planters, wind chimes, or string lights that add evening ambiance. The cottage garden aesthetic works beautifully with climbing plants that weave through the rungs naturally. Morning glories, clematis, or even edible vines like pole beans turn functional ladders into living sculptures. Change displays seasonally for year-round interest. Spring seedlings, summer blooms, autumn decorations, winter evergreens. The vertical storage keeps everything organized and easily accessible while adding architectural elements to garden spaces. Teacup and saucer bird features. Transform mismatched china into charming bird feeding stations that bring wildlife close while adding delicate beauty to garden spaces. The conversion is delightfully simple. Glue teacups to saucers using waterproof adhesive, creating perfect small bird baths and feeding stations. The delicate scale attracts smaller songbirds that might be intimidated by larger water features. Mount on slender posts, hang from brackets, or nestle among plants at varying heights. Group multiple pieces for maximum impact, mixing patterns and colors for whimsical charm that makes visitors smile. Keep water fresh and add small amounts of birdseed to attract different species. The intimate scale means you can watch bird behavior up close while they feel secure in the smaller, quieter feeding stations. Position near windows where you can enjoy birdwatching from indoors, or create feeding station gardens where multiple teacup feeders provide entertainment throughout the day. It's functional art that brings gardens to life with movement and song. Mason jar solar lighting systems. Transform ordinary mason jars into stunning solar lighting that illuminates garden pathways and creates magical evening ambiance for almost nothing. Here's the simple magic. Punch holes in jar lids with a nail or drill. Insert solar stake lights. Remove the stakes and screw lids back on. The solar panels charge during the day while the lights create beautiful patterns through the glass at night. Vary the lighting effects by using different jar sizes, colored glass, or adding materials inside the jars. Sea glass, colored stones, or even dried flowers create different light patterns while maintaining the rustic charm. Line pathways, cluster around seating areas, or hang from tree branches using wire wrapped around the jar necks. The soft LED light provides safety lighting while creating romantic atmosphere that makes every evening feel special. The self-contained solar system requires no wiring while providing weeks of automatic lighting. Change seasonal decorations inside jars to match garden themes while maintaining functional pathway illumination. Vintage wheelbarrow garden centerpieces. Those rusty wheelbarrows become stunning mobile planters that serve as focal points while providing the flexibility to follow sun or create seasonal displays. The transformation magic lies in embracing the weathered character. Sand away loose rust. Apply rust converter if needed. Then paint or leave natural depending on your garden aesthetic. The aged patina adds character that new planters take years to develop. Use the thriller filler spiller planting formula. One tall dramatic plant in the center, medium plants around it, and trailing plants that cascade over the edges. This creates professional-looking displays that change throughout the growing season. The mobility advantage cannot be overstated. Follow optimal sun conditions, move out of harsh weather, or relocate for parties and special occasions. This flexibility makes them perfect for renters or gardeners who like changing their landscape design. Fill with seasonal displays that match garden themes or holiday decorations. Spring bulbs, summer annuals, autumn mums, or winter evergreens. Keep the displays fresh and interesting throughout the year. Broken terracotta fairy gardens. Don't discard cracked pots. Those breaks and chips become the foundation for enchanting fairy gardens that would cost $50 or $100 in garden centers, but cost almost nothing to create. Here's the transformation secret. Use broken pieces strategically to create terraced levels within the pot. Large shards become retaining walls, forming natural cliff faces, and stepped gardens that look like miniature landscapes. Line broken areas with landscape fabric to hold soil, then plant with tiny treasures like baby's tears, small succulents, or miniature hostas. Add pebble pathways, twig furniture, and maybe small figurines if that matches your style. The cracks that seemed like flaws become charming grottos and mysterious caves. Spray exposed clay with diluted buttermilk to encourage moss growth for that aged, enchanted forest appearance. Position where you'll see them often, by favorite seating areas, near entrances, or on tables where the intricate details can be appreciated up close. They spark wonder and conversation while proving that garden magic comes from creativity, not spending. Vintage kitchen colander planters. Those perforated metal colanders become perfect hanging planters with built-in drainage that prevents the root rot that kills more container plants than any other problem. The genius is in their original design. All those holes provide excellent drainage while the metal construction withstands weather better than many purpose-made planters. Line with coconut fiber, Spanish moss, or burlap to hold soil while maintaining drainage. Plant with trailing flowers like petunias, ivy, or cascading succulents that take advantage of the excellent growing conditions. The vintage kitchen aesthetic adds charming character that modern garden centers simply cannot replicate. Attach sturdy chains or macrame hangers and suspend from porch beams, shepherd's hooks, or tree branches. Vary heights when hanging multiple colanders for visual interest and to accommodate different light requirements. The holes also make them significantly lighter than solid planters, reducing stress on hanging hardware while creating better growing conditions for plants. Function and beauty combine perfectly in these repurposed kitchen treasures. Old tire garden transformations transform discarded tires into stunning planters that look like expensive pottery, while providing excellent growing conditions for plants. The secret is in the preparation and presentation. Clean thoroughly with degreaser, then cut decorative edges using a sharp utility knife. Create scalloped petals, wave patterns, or geometric designs that completely change the tire's appearance. Prime properly and paint with high-quality outdoor paint in sophisticated colors. Soft sage green, warm terracotta, or charcoal gray create elegant looks that complement any garden style. Avoid bright colors that scream tire instead of planter. Stack different sizes for dramatic height, or arrange in groups for visual impact. The rubber material retains heat beautifully, making them perfect for heat-loving plants like tomatoes, peppers, and Mediterranean herbs. Fill with quality potting soil, and plant with bold, beautiful specimens that can handle the excellent drainage and thermal properties. The results look completely professional while costing almost nothing to create. Vintage serving tray herb gardens. Transform old serving trays into wall-mounted herb gardens that bring kitchen convenience right to your outdoor cooking and dining areas. Here's the simple transformation. Mount trays flat against walls, fences, or siding using appropriate hardware. Either place small potted herbs inside, or line with coconut fiber and soil for direct planting. The shallow nature perfectly suits herbs that prefer excellent drainage and don't need deep root space. Basil, thyme, oregano, parsley, all the cooking essentials thrive in this setup while staying within arm's reach. Position near outdoor kitchens, grilling areas, or dining spaces for maximum convenience. Label herbs with small chalkboard signs or vintage plant markers that complement the serving tray aesthetic. Group multiple trays at different heights for visual interest and to accommodate varying light requirements. The wall-mounted design keeps herbs tidy and accessible while adding functional art to vertical garden spaces. Concrete block modern art gardens. Transform basic concrete blocks into sophisticated geometric planters that look like expensive contemporary garden design while costing almost nothing. The magic is in the styling. Paint blocks in coordinating colors, or apply concrete stain for uniform finishes. Charcoal gray, warm beige, or crisp white completely transform their appearance from utilitarian to architectural. Stack to create raised beds, garden walls, or even integrated seating with built-in planters. The holes and blocks become individual growing spaces perfect for succulents, herbs, or small flowering plants. The clean geometric lines complement modern homes, while the thermal mass helps regulate soil temperature. Plants stay cooler in summer heat and warmer during cool nights, extending growing seasons naturally. Use them to create accessible gardening heights for those who have trouble bending, or stack high for dramatic vertical elements. The modular design allows easy reconfiguration as garden needs evolve. Rain gutter growing systems. Repurpose old gutters into sophisticated growing systems that maximize production while creating clean modern lines in the garden. Here's the transformation approach. Cap ends with proper closures, drill drainage holes every 6 inches, and mount to fence posts, deck railings or walls. The long narrow shape perfectly suits shallow-rooted crops. Connect multiple gutters with downspouts to create tiered systems where water flows efficiently through the entire setup. This conserves water while creating attractive cascading garden features that look professionally designed. Plant with strawberries, herbs or leafy greens that benefit from the excellent drainage and elevated growing position. The linear design makes harvesting comfortable while keeping produce clean and pest-free. Mount at different heights to create visual interest and accommodate different plant needs. Sun-loving herbs go highest while shade-tolerant crops benefit from lower positions with natural protection. And there you have it. Brilliant budget-friendly ways to transform thrift store treasures and everyday discards into garden decor that looks like it came from expensive boutiques. But this isn't just about saving money or giving new life to forgotten items. It's about creating outdoor spaces that reflect your personality. Tell your story and prove that the most beautiful gardens come from heart and creativity, not hefty price tags. Every chipped plate, weathered ladder, and forgotten kitchen item has the potential to become something magical in the right hands. And your hands are exactly the right hands. Whether you choose one simple project or transform your entire garden using these techniques, you're proving that stunning outdoor spaces grow from imagination, not income. The best part about these transformations is how they make your garden uniquely yours. When every element has a story, when your water feature came from a $2 colander, your lighting started as discarded chandeliers, or your planters began life as someone's kitchen tools, your garden becomes a reflection of your creativity and resourcefulness. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one project that made your creative heart sing and tackle it this weekend. Start with whatever treasures you can find. Begin small but begin somewhere. Take photos along the way. I'd love to see your transformations and share them with our community. If this video inspired you to see garden gold in every thrift store aisle, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who loves creating beauty on a budget. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because next week, I'm revealing my secret sources for finding the best garden treasures before anyone else even knows they're available. Until next time, keep hunting, keep creating, and remember, the most stunning gardens aren't about what you spend, but about the vision and love you bring to forgotten treasures. Happy treasure hunting, and happy gardening.